loyal subjects, it's me, Princess Sword Art the Gamer Queen here, back with another playthrough of Persona 5 Royal. Okay, so right now, we're seeing Hifumi. Oh. Oh my goodness! Okay. We have to amaze her. I know how to do it. No. But let's head back to Cafe LeBlanc. Because it doesn't seem like we'll be able to, you know. I'm sorry, but I can't come in today. Oh wait, that reminds me. I want to see if the recycle place has anything new in stock.
Welcome.
Ooh, retro game set? That sounds awesome. Okay. But also, I'm trying to aim for a 500 subscriber goal. So if you're new to the channel and haven't already, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel and become part of my kingdom of heroes. Let's watch a DVD.
You think I go out with her? What do I look like?
What? You liar! You told me you loved me just last night! Hey, hey!
Charm's finally at level 3!
Well then.
Okay. So now we can get Hifumi's confident and be able to finally continue on with Tsukimi's confidence.
Oh! Well then.
Okay. I'm gonna go see Makoto. Hey, Makoto!
Hey!
Of course! Yes. I'm gonna hang out with her.
Alright then.
Definitely. Very, very interesting indeed. You're very well informed.
Yes.
Yay!
But... Shall we go?
Yes.
Oh my.
Ugh. Well, that was dangerous, but still.
Yes. Thank you very much.
I sense a quiet resolve from Makoto. Okay, but yeah, Priestess rank 2.
All right.
Huh? Everything okay? What?
Did you notice this?
After school salon? What kind of place is that?
All right then.
Well then. It seems like we'll definitely be continuing on with Makoto's storyline. Well, couldn't agree more. Okay. Okay, evening.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Oh! Mr. Yoshida looks like he needs some help. Yeah, head over immediately. Oh!
The most important thing is, I
Seems like Mr. Yoshida's definitely got his confidence up. The media doesn't matter.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Right. Yoshida eagerly gave me advice, and I feel like my bond with Yoshida's growing deeper. Okay? Sun, rank 5. Manipulation.
all right.
Awesome!
Hmm?
Wow.
What? Hmm. Well then, I'll see you again.
Okay. Okay, Monday.
Hey! Nice.
Awesome. Now we should be able to throw darts with more ease now.
Oh!
All right.
Third eye, huh? Well, I don't know about all that third eye stuff.
Oh my god. about you?
I gotta think about it for a minute. Hmm. 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 Would it be Julius and Augustus?
This is it.
That's correct.
Oh, sweet.
No way.
Nice going.
Awesome. Oh, 13. Afternoon, after school. Let me see what day it is. Okay, gonna go see Yusuke. Ueno.
All right.
Okay.
Indeed.
I think it looks nice, Yusuke. What? I find it beautiful.
Wow.
What?
What did you say?
Don't let it bother you, Yusuke. I think it's beautiful.
Why? How could this be?
Aww. Yusuke. Well... this is just the beginning, Yusuke. But this isn't like you, to give up so easily.
Agreed.
Okay.
Okay. That's the spirit. Yay! Okay, rank 3.
All right.
Let us return home.
Huh? Now what is he looking at? Huh? That's the spirit. Okay. After school, evening.
Ah, you're back.
Okay. Whew. Let's hit the Big Bang Burger. I want to take the challenge. Yay!
Thank you very much. Now then. Oh, man. Yep.
Rank 3!
All right.
Wanna head back?
Now I should be able to contact Kawakami. Okay, Tuesday.
This humidity is overwhelming.
Well, I can't wait.
Indeed.
Lunchtime, afternoon, after school.
Hey!
What's up?
I'm gonna hang out with him. Okay. So we're continuing the storyline with Nakanoa.
Yeah.
What if they start fighting? Oh! Of course.
Nah.
Yamamuchi. That Yamamuchi. It's just like Kamoshida. Hey. It's okay. You didn't know what you were doing.
Come on, man.
Right.
Hey. I see.
Man. Aw, Okay. Oh my god. I was definitely ready. I definitely knew they were like, they wanted to hit him. Well, I mean. Man, I definitely knew they wanted to hit him for how much crud Ryuji pulled. But still, I'm glad they made up in the end. See, things turned out best in the end. Well, all I did was watch, but still. Well, you weren't cool though. Oh. I see. But rank A of the chariot persona. Chariot continent. Ugh. I always get that mixed up.
All right then, let's go.
Okay.
See ya.
So, case closed? Okay then. Okay, evening. Now we can call Kawakami.
You're back.
Oh! Hi!
Hey Kawakami. Of course.
I see. So, this is your room, huh? How do I put this?
It's okay.
Never mind. So, what kind of kid are you? The way you opposed Mr. Kamoshida, I'd say that you're earnest and have a strong sense of justice. That being said, you called a maid service and requested me?
I was really lonely.
I see. Oh, that's right. You have a criminal record. Okay, then how about this? I'll let you skip class a few times.
Wait, really?
It's tough not having any place where you belong, isn't it? However, I reserve the right to change my mind if your grades drop. And in exchange, you won't tell anyone that I'm moonlighting as a maid.
Okay.
Sound good?
Thanks. I promise.
Then it's a deal.
I've made a deal with Kawakami. But I still wonder why she's doing this. Okay, and
To think
back
you
to
pulled
the
off so many
present.
crimes while attending school. I can't believe you managed that by yourself. There had to be someone at the school helping you.
Huh.
What do you have to say to that?
I am thou.
Thou
Thou
art
art
I.
Thou
Thou
hast
hast acquired a new vow.
It
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the temperance persona, I have attained the wings of blessing that will lead to freedom and new power. Awesome! Temperance persona. Lock off allows you to perform various activities in Kawakami's class. Sweet!
What am I doing here with one of my students?
Hmm.
Well, I guess I should get going.
Okay.
Oh, please request me if you need any help with your housework, okay?
Okay. Oh, Oh, hi.
Well, I mean, we know each other's secret, and it would really put my mind at ease.
Okay.
Besides, I'm
It's okay.
considered over the hill for this type of job, so I don't get requested that often. I'll show my appreciation by making it easy for you to ditch class.
Okay.
Just think about it, okay?
Okay. I like Kawakami. She's really nice.
Master?
Oh. Oh, wait. Yeah, I get it.
Thank you so much!
Aw. I feel bad that she has to work like this, having to deal with school and do this job.
Bye!
Okay. Cause I just hope nothing bad happens.
Really?
Hey! No.
Kazumi! I love how adorable she is. But yeah, we gotta keep leveling up our confidence. Cause you never know when something can happen. Okay. Is Ryuji outside?
That's what I heard too.
Ryuji!
What's up? Hey.
No way.
Come on.
Yeah, anyone?
What's up? Hey. Yo. Yeah.
Hmm.
See you later. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like doing anything. This is hot.
Oh, isn't this great?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Huh. Well, I can say the same to you.
Oh.
Okay,
See ya.
so we'll be able to get Ryuji up to rank 9, and then... I'm still waiting for...
Rain,
But I'm also still waiting to see how Tsukimi's doing. I'm gonna request her. Well... It does. Oh, I can only imagine with having to do 2 jobs. Absolutely not. I feel sorry. Oh. Oh, what's it for?
You know,
Little judging by the way there was an exclamation mark at the end of that, I don't think it's about that. Is it something else? Wait.
What?
Is someone threatening her? Man, she's just being forced to do that. Oh, what? It's okay. Well, this is all for you. I can sense Kawakami's trust in me. So yeah, temperance, rank up.
All right.
Okay. See you later,
Okay.
Kawakami. I feel bad for her. Having to work 2 jobs like that has to be the worst thing ever to do. Is this the heart cell? No. I like her eyes. The way they just went up right there. That's just adorable. But still. I just wonder what's going on. Okay, but Thursday? Makoto!
It's hot again today. Kaneshiro's deadline is drawing near. We did all we could. I hope we can avoid problems now.
Well, we're fine. Still.
As expected from someone who's been through this 3 times already. If you say so then.
Okay, morning.
Yep.
Ooh, that sounds very nice. Oh, really?
Do you know the answer?
Hey, wait!
Oh,
Counting on you!
the Milky Way. And suman noodles.
Yes!
This is it.
That's correct.
Ooh, demon guts, huh?
Thanks! Nice
Sounds
going!
kind of nasty, but still. I'm not gonna judge. Okay, lunchtime after school. Oh my god, Kasumi!
Hello! Maybe some other time.
I must get
Hey,
it.
inmate!
I must get it big for Persona. Big Persona. Cause I must have her notice me. Please notice me.
You sir?
Time for some. You wish to perfusion.
Yeah.
Done already? What? Justine, read here.
Okay, so nothing for
finished?
face yet.
What?
I want to go back.
It is time, inmate.
I'm going to the clinic to see Takimi. Okay, so still nothing on Takimi. Here, let me check my confidence for a minute. Okay. Okay, now I got a good idea of what I want to do. I'm going to go hang out. Joker's going to go hang out with his true love.
Hello.
I'm gonna hang out with
What do
her.
you want to do? Yes.
I'm gonna take her on a date to Kaneshiro Park.
I love that place. Yes.
Aww. Aww.
Well, let's go.
Ah, you're back.
Head to the red light district. Oh wait. No, not that. Let me see.
That's really funny.
Damn it.
What happened? I'm gonna hang out with him. I definitely can see that. And you're so reliable.
Actually,
Wait a minute, purge them? That sounds pretty twisted.
no.
This isn't like you, Mishima. Uh...
Damn it. Oh.
Are you sure? Are you feeling guilty?
Huh? See you
I'm
around.
okay. It's gonna be surprising if they go into Mementos and see another version of Mishima. Wait, are they actually gonna do it? Oh no. I don't think so.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Right. Oh my god, they're actually gonna do it. I was right.
No way, man.
Let's go.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
Oh my god. I can't believe they're actually doing this. Oh my god. Ah! The yellow eyes! The yellow eyes! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a new Mishima! Oh no.
Damn it.
Would that really satisfy you though, Mishima?
I don't know.
There's no need.
Hey. No.
I just can't believe they actually did that. Cause it's like, wow. So, are there other shadows of our confidence too in Mementos, or just him?
What are your thoughts? Hey, hey!
Okay, let's head to the underground mall and see on.
We'll just have to wait for now.
Of course.
Thanks!
I'm gonna hang out with her.
For real?
Aww. Maybe.
Oh,
Rhea? Oh. Wow.
you! Right.
Sorry, you guys. I'm feeling a little tired. What? What? Oh, are you serious?
Wait!
Oh,
What?
how rude. Just lying to get your way? Not even I would think about doing that. Oh, such a liar. Oh, no, I'm so... She's amazing, huh? But hey! Come on. We have Grace.
Do you think...
Tell me more. Wow. I figured that much.
Yes!
I feel a heightened sense of motivation from on. But yeah. Lovers rank 5. Crocodile tears.
Thanks! Bye!
Ah, you're back.
Go right away.
Oh, honey.
Yo!
Okay. We can get closer to. Oh, yeah.
Got any news?
Hang out with her. Well, I don't know. You shouldn't make assumptions.
Shit.
I'm sure you are. Why not change careers?
Damn it.
Wait. Was she was falsely accused? Sounds pretty awesome. Okay. The Devil, rank 3. Shocking scoop.
All right.
Well then.
Okay. Awesome! It went up to 35%.
Oh man, who cares?
No matter
Bye.
how hard they looked, even our organized crime department couldn't catch Junior Kaneshiro. And yet he simply turned himself in. Even confessed all his crimes. The Phantom Thieves.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes.
Oh, sweet! Trophy earned? Bank of Gluttony cleared out. Sweet! Another one in the bag. Huh?
He's absolutely
Aw.
right. Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
I hope she hasn't fallen under their influence.
The Phantom Thieves.
Now what are
Damn
you...
it.
I feel like he has something to do with all this. Don't feel catchy.
Now everyone.
Ooh.
Give me an answer.
A triangle.
This is it.
Very good.
Nice going!
Awesome.
Yep.
After school.
Hell yeah! Kaneshiro finally confessed! People have been making a huge deal of it since the police announcement.
It's difficult to accept that the authorities are taking all of the credit for his arrest.
People are going nuts about the Phantom Thieves online, though. Look!
It's all coming together for us.
Oh, this is quite the turnaround. All of a sudden, people are expressing their long-standing belief in us.
So this is why Makoto told us to post the calling card anywhere that might stand out.
Pretty smart move on her part.
Right.
Oh, where is our amazing Miss President?
Hello? It's Makoto. My apologies, but I won't be able to join you today. I've been called into a meeting with the principal. There's no need to worry, though. More importantly, there was a special on TV about the Phantom Thieves.
Huh? What did it say?
They were talking all about our calling cards.
Wow.
For real?
Anyway, my apologies about today. I'll have to see you all another time.
Who was that?
Makoto.
Really? Oh, that's freaking crazy!
I hope all this excitement doesn't place us on the police's radar.
Right.
It'll be fine. No way they'd find out about that weird other world.
True, but do you remember what the fake Kaneshiro said towards the end?
Right. Another metaverse user.
Yeah, he said we're not the only ones who are doing it.
Not gonna let it bother me. As far as we know, he was just pulling that shit out of his ass.
I hope that's the case.
Anyways, in your face, Akechi. Now, what do you want to do about our next target?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Still, people might expect a lot from our next move, considering how excited they're getting.
We can't just pick any old schmo now.
There is no need to hurry, though.
Right.
In Kamoshida, we've claimed 3 consecutive victories, right? We should just lay low and wait for all this excitement to blow over.
In that case, how about we have another celebration?
Right.
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcoming party for Miss President, too. By the way, that briefcase, it's pretty damn expensive. Let's sell it and drop the cash on our party.
Awesome.
Wow. Seems like the lay low and wait idea has gone completely out the window.
So we can count you out then, Morgana?
What are you talking about? I was just saying we should try and keep our party on the down low.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm gonna let Makoto know. Hi, Makoto. There's something we forgot to tell you. So,
Sorry, you guys.
What's
Something
wrong?
was in my face.
Hello? I hope you remember we have finals next week. Yusuke and Morgana excluded, of course. If you wish not to stand out, you had best not get bad grades, okay?
Okay.
That is something I simply would not be able to overlook as student council president. For now, behave and concentrate on your studies. We can have fun once finals are over. Understood?
Yeah.
Care to explain?
I believe in what I wrote. The Phantom Thieves are just.
Have you figured out who they are?
No, I'm nowhere close. However, after considering all the facts, I concluded there are no errors in their acts or principles.
Right.
Thus, upon deeming them to be on the side of justice, I have decided to end my investigation.
Principal
But that's
Kopai.
impossible.
Principal Kopayakawa.
Impossible?
Really?
May I see the evidence you have that leads you to believe so?
All you did was care about
I
the
was just
school's
speaking to the director of
reputation.
a prestigious college about your letter of recommendation, too.
There will be no need for that. I intend on getting into a good college by my own merit. Please excuse me.
Hey, we're not done here. Sir, it's me. I apologize for bothering you like this. About that. Yes, I am making progress. However, I have stumbled upon some difficulties. Still, why would someone as important as you be interested in a petty case like this? No, that's not what I meant. I will investigate with all the resources available to me. Of course. I should be able to let you know relatively soon. Yes. Well then, damn it!
I'm home.
Hi, sis. You look tired. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. How about you, Makoto? Have you been keeping up with your studies?
Yes, of course. Though, what is the point of studying?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering what will be waiting for me at the end. Even if I manage to push through tough entrance exams, I'm still thrust into a competitive society.
What else is there besides success? Don't ask me such childish questions.
Isn't this the man the Phantom Thieves sent a calling card for? I heard he confessed all his crimes.
Even the police couldn't figure out why. It really was out of nowhere. This would only make sense if his personality changed. That would be impossible.
Why does it matter? The police still caught him in the end, right?
I had plans set for a promotion, but no one can take credit for his arrest now with that confession. Not that a child would understand.
So she was pursuing the case after all. Promotion. You've changed, sis.
Right.
But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong.
Right. I'm glad you did, Makoto.
Ah, you're back.
Thank you, Makoto. Awesome. Welcome aboard.
And this new... Hey!
Not yet. Okay.
Nice!
I'm gonna go see Akechi. Go see him. Yay! Hey, Akechi. Got a sweet tooth, huh?
It was quite nice.
Oh no! Wait. Should have figured. Still. Wait. He's done nothing wrong. But wait a minute. Wait, how about we find out?
Hold on a moment.
What does he look like? Oh my god. He made him even fluffier! Oh my god. He's just adorable. He looks great.
Thank you.
I can sense Akechi's gratitude towards me. Okay, Justice rank 3.
Right. I'll see you later.
Wasn't it fun? Okay. And then fast forward again back into the present.
Don't be ridiculous. This new ally you gained was Makoto? Just tell me the truth.
You already know the truth.
Makoto. That's preposterous. If what you say is true, was Makoto also running from the police when you were arrested?
Ask her yourself.
Now that I think about it, she did start talking a lot about the investigation from summer onward. Makoto aside, you mentioned one other important detail. Did Kaneshiro really say there was someone using the metaverse besides the Phantom Thieves? Those words could just be taken as you shifting blame to this other person, you know.
No. Take it how you will.
There are two possibilities. But why would you fabricate such an elaborate story and then shift the blame elsewhere? There are two possibilities. Either you've simply been trying to confuse me with your lies, or everything you've stated is true. Have you been telling me the truth from the very start?
I have no reason to lie.
Does that mean you're placing your trust in me?
Yes.
Then again, I am investigating a thief who steals hearts. Very well. No matter how absurd it may seem, I'll reevaluate my stance on believing you. In return, speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a fair deal. Is that acceptable?
I'm gonna deal with Sai Nijima.
I am thou. Thou art
I.
Thou
hast acquired a new vow.
It shall become the wings
Wings
of rebellion
that break it by chains of captivity. With the birth of the judgment persona, I have attained the winds of blessings that shall lead to freedom and new power. Awesome! So we gain Sai extra confidence. Okay, Judge rank 1.
We're running out of time. Let's move on to your next target. Actually, I should rephrase that. They targeted your group first, didn't they?
Yeah.
The identity
well,
of your
I don't know who you're talking about, but still. Medjed.
Even their names and identities are unknown. If
they
what
were
you
in that
told me
one
is true,
book.
then this nav thing you've mentioned wouldn't have worked in this case. How did you target them? Tell me everything.
I'm sorry. I'm just right there. Because here, I'm just feeling a little tired and I just kind of misread what she said. It feels like my mind is elsewhere. Huh?
Hey, check the ingredient.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? Huh? It's not right? Not cute.
Huh?
That was the one the staff recommended to me, though. Won't that printer do? Oh, it'll do, but it's not it. This might take a while. I'm leaving the store to you. Lock up for me if I don't come back.
Got it.
I owe you one. What a handful.
And that concludes the latest news on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be a result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but what do you think?
We don't know their methods, but I believe they are a menace that will threaten this law-abiding country. This dangerous group tampers with people's hearts. It's no different from brainwashing.
I see. You're absolutely correct.
I wonder what's going on. Didn't this happen a little while ago, too? Who was it again? You know, that famous artist.
Ah, Madarame, was it?
They punished those awful people, didn't they? The Phantom Thieves aren't at fault then.
Well, that may be true, but...
Don't you think so, too?
Of course they're not.
See, even he says that they're doing good. Oh my, look at the time. We should probably head home.
Ah, thanks for the...
Okay.
Yes. I've received the
Now,
reports
just
on
what are
Kaneshiro's
you up
case.
to?
But to think the Phantom Thieves would honestly attempt an absurd idea like social... You're absolutely right. I'm not pleased about the general public's support of them either. There's also the danger of the metaverse being exposed with their continued actions. Actually, there is one countermeasure he brought in that seems usable. It involves having the Phantom Thieves destroy themselves.
So this is where they brought in Medjed. But who even created...
Set things up so that those mental shutdown
But who is even behind Medjed?
Ah, I thought as much. I had a feeling that it was too brutal for it to be his own idea. Still,
who?
I think you'd go through such elaborate detail to crush them. Their actions must be that much of an eyesore for you. I sympathize with what you're going through. Well then, we'll clean this up quickly and put it behind us. Yes, a grand undertaking like social reform is beyond a group such as the Phantom Thieves. Only a select few are worthy of changing the world. And who better than the future Prime Minister, sir?
Ryuichi, huh?
Hey, it's me.
Watching the store.
Gotcha. We're gonna come over right now about...
The what now?
What's up? We're here to hang out.
That's not why we're here. We need to study for finals.
Why am I here too?
You're one of us now, so of course you gotta help us. We're in trouble if you don't teach us, you know.
Even you're saying such thing?
Let's leave those guys.
I couldn't ask the last time I was here, but what is this place? The storekeeper doesn't seem to be around.
It's where this guy lives. He's got complicated circumstances. We can tell her about it, right? Actually, tell yourself.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Yusuke and me are pretty much the same too. I mean, it's not as bad as this guy's though. It's just something we can't ever put up with. That's why we all became Phantom Thieves.
Hey, don't forget me.
I know. We're all part of the team. By the way, Makoto, ain't there someone you can't forgive either? Like, a heart you want to change?
That's a secret.
Ah, there's someone like that. You could just tell us, you know. You don't gotta be so cold.
That aside, do you have any intention of studying for the exam?
Not really.
It's fine if I leave then?
No!
No, I'm just joking. Please teach us.
What was this term? It's phobia, so it's a
I think it's a fear of open spaces. You don't hear it that often, though.
Wow.
Leave vocabulary and long sentences to me. I suck at proper grammar, though.
Even if we study English, it's not like I'm gonna use it in the future.
When it comes to you, your Japanese is questionable too.
Shut up!
Explain the writer's feelings? What point is there in that?
Oh, it's impossible. I can't memorize all these formulas. Ain't there a good way of cheating?
Why don't we take a break?
And that was the follow-up report on the suspect Kaneshiro. This case is said to be the result of the Phantom Thieves' actions, but in actuality, is this true?
Considering how a calling card was scattered about, I believe there's no mistaking that. The question is what the Phantom Thieves actually did. If they tampered with the suspect's heart, it casts doubt on the authenticity of any confession.
So then, by tampering with hearts, the Phantom Thieves are fabricating crimes that may not exist?
We can't deny the possibility. There's no doubt that the Phantom Thieves are exposing hidden injustices in society. However, if this is done by sidestepping the law, their way of thinking is very dangerous.
So, in a way, they're outlaws.
Yes. They're no different than the criminals they target. This cannot be overlooked.
I see.
Oh, I see. My ass. How the hell are we being treated as the bad guys?
I'm sorry.
Just let them say whatever they want.
I'm sorry. Just the way Ryuichi said that made me laugh.
Right, after all.
When I'm walking around in town, I hear a lot more people talking about us too. And the forum's been full of hype. Do you think we made it big time?
Don't get pompous over dealing with some street thug. Save it for after we deal with a bigger target.
We just gotta take down a bigger one, yeah? That was the plan from the start anyways.
True. It may be best if we start thinking about it.
I bet we'll find one in no time. The wind's blowing in our direction and everything. I feel like we won't lose to anything right now.
Well, we'll decide on that eventually. We need to overcome our exams first. Now then, break time's over.
That reminds me, the celebration party.
Yes, I believe.
Where should we go? I feel like I'll study better if I got something to look forward to.
The last one was a buffet at a hotel. We haven't gone anywhere since.
Huh? A buffet?
Where would be good? Hey, what about fireworks? A fireworks festival!
Awesome!
Oh yeah, it's that season, huh?
It is July after all.
That sounds good to me.
It's hard to ignore a buffet, but I'll take the beauties of summer. Still, I demand that we feast during the festival as well.
Do you guys own a yukata?
A yukata? What's a yukata?
Festival sound good? You think so too, right?
It's a great idea.
All right.
Study comes first, though.
Yeah.
Alright, fireworks festival it is. Let's look for a good one.
Wait.
Study comes first, though.
What's
I won't let you
that?
off if you fail any of them. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute. Futaba? I recognize her. She's the character who looked like Inkling Girl in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What the heck? Sounds dangerous.
Oh! Oh!
I still have feelings for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
Man. Oh! Okay.
Okay.
Well then.
Make sure to turn the DVD soon. But yeah.
I didn't expect the Phantom Thieves would suppress a man that even the police had trouble with. The fact they have so much support online is worrisome. I'm in a bind since I previously did all the interviews these days. Still, can we really say the Phantom Thieves are on the side of justice with just this example?
Let people talk, man.
Oh, thank you. But I noticed that you're not saying that the Phantom Thieves are right. I suppose that was an unfair way to phrase it. I was originally investigating the mental shutdown incidents. Don't you think it's similar to the change of heart that the Phantom Thieves? Now that I think about it, their actions mirror the mental shutdown cases with the rate of victims. It's impossible not to see a connection there. Ah, sorry. I don't want to make you late. I'll see you again.
I see.
Yay!
Okay, let's get started. How about you?
Memories of your whole life. Infinite. Forever.
This is it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice going.
Okay.
Hey, are you listening?
I feel a murderous intent. Ah!
Hey!
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Hey,
Hey, Makoto.
that reminds me.
Huh. What about studying?
Excuse me. But... Alright then.
Senpai,
Sumi.
what a pleasant surprise. Same here. I don't have club practice today. That reminds me. There's something I wanted to report to you.
Sure thing.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
Akechi.
And you are...
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
You know each other?
My father works at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's how I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san. I didn't know you knew her as well.
She and I made a deal.
That's right. He's been offering me guidance lately.
A deal, you say? Huh. That's quite the interesting relationship you two have. So, what were you two up to?
Oh, right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before, I was chosen to be our club representative.
Awesome!
This only
Congratulations!
feels like the beginning to me, though.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious?
Thank you.
And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I'll be cheering you on as well. I have an idea. Since all three of us are here, why don't we go somewhere as a group? We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
That would be wonderful. Does that work for you, Senpai?
Of course.
That settles it. Would you mind if I chose the place? There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
Of course. Lead the way.
Yoshizawa-san? You drink hot beverages even in the summer?
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that, too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
Well, I feel lied to.
Presenting oneself in a favorable light is nothing surprising. More surprising is just how innocent you seem to be.
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
I can definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
In that case, let's play a little game. Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact
Right.
exist, yes? I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act, but I simply can't agree with their methods.
Huh?
I see. Care to explain why?
I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
How so?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. Getting help from others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change. If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort. Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population. But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
I see. So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it. Quite an interesting take on the matter.
Right.
Let me ask you then, what do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
It's a unique stance.
Quite. I'd say it's equally as unique as your own opinions.
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
I didn't mean to start an argument. I just can't help myself sometimes. Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Right, then let's call it a day. Good luck on your competition.
I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
Okay. See you later, Yoshizawa-san. Okay, evening.
Ah, you're back.
How'd you know? I'm gonna go see Mishima. Let's cancel the request. Aw. Stop worrying about fame.
Huh? Oh.
Hey, come on, Mishima. I still think you're awesome. What? Mishima! Hey. Maybe the fan site? Yay! Okay, rank 7. Greatly increases the XP earned from battle.
Well, see you later.
It's your time to shine. Okay, Tuesday.
My hope rests with the Phantom Thieves.
Okay, early morning.
Quiet down.
Goemon.
Do you know the answer?
Thievery.
This is it.
Correct.
Nice going!
Thank you very much, Morgana.
Yep.
Huh?
It's open. Welcome.
Excuse me.
It was nothing.
No.
Good. Yes. I see.
No.
Very interesting.
Yes. But... Hey, so...
Aww.
I see.
Well...
Quite.
Hey!
Oh! Ryuji. I'm gonna head over. Ryuji.
Hey.
Awesome. Are you satisfied now?
Actually,
Don't do it.
nah.
You're right.
Hey.
I agree. Feel like my bond with Ryuji is growing deeper, and rank 9, protect. Chance to shield Joker from an otherwise fatal attack.
Wanna head back?
Awesome. Congratulations.
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
head to Shibuya. Gonna return that one movie.
Take a look around.
Welcome.
Okay. Head back to Cafe LeBlanc. Okay, so we're gonna end it right here, and we're gonna pick it up in the next one. So, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button for more content in the future like this. Click the notification bell for my latest updates and videos, and if anyone can, please make sure to head over to my Patreon and donate to help me continue the channel. As I'm doing college classes, and please support Spooktober. I'm Princess Swordheart the Gamer Queen, and I'm signing off. Bye!